Newsflash, you guys. They've been lying to us for over 100 years. They've been lying all along, those bastards. A well-known story of the Bermuda Triangle has been bothering the minds of millions for about a century now. And it's quite a story, I have you know. It seems very strange that of all places in the world, all ships and planes mysteriously disappear in the whereabouts of the Bermuda Triangle. Well, let us think. There must be some strange logic behind that. What if those hexagon clouds were generated by aliens to help them snatch ships and planes? I say, they probably torture people in their spaceships making those crazy brain experiments. But it seems like nothing if you allow yourself to think that in fact it could be much worse than that. Ever heard about Cthulhu? Oh man, this guy would swallow you. What would you do then? What would you do in his warm pink belly? Anyway, let's stick to the mystery. So, it is believed that 75 planes and hundreds of ships disappeared in the depth of the Bermuda waters. And it ain't no joke. I mean, how would you feel if you were trapped in one of those ships? I mean, that must have been really scary. Anyhow, among all the Bermuda mysteries, there are 3 major stories that can make you shiver and cry for mummy. The story of the Flight 19, par exemple, is one of the most peculiar and interesting ones. It happened in 1945, at the time when the Second World War was finally coming to an end. It was a dark and gloomy time in the history of our planet, especially for those 14 airmen and 13 crew members of the Flight 19. Now, I won't go into the details of the mission these guys were engaged in, but let's just say that those men were real professionals. They had substantial experience of many hours of flight and advanced training. Anywho, many people believe that the accident happened because a human factor took place, and that it's Lieutenant Charles Carroll Taylor's to blame. They say it was all his fault because instead of listening to the operator, Taylor decided to take the matter into his own hands and led the crew in the wrong direction. They say he was so cocky that he thought he could find a way out by relying on his instincts. But what's your instincts when you're dealing with aliens or other ever so paranormal things? You can't trust your guts at times like these. Your instincts can't protect you from aliens, dude. Get a grip. Ooh, spooky, isn't it? Well, if you guys like weird and crazy stuff, you should definitely check out my channel. It's called Dr. Julie and Mr. Nick. You'll find the link below, okay? And make sure you watch every single video there is, that's very important. Alright, so as I mentioned earlier, there are 3 major stories. The second one is about the mysterious disappearance of the vessel called USS Cyclops. Y'all know about Cyclops, right? You know those big dudes with one eye in the middle of their foreheads? Right, so apparently this massive ship also disappeared in the depth of the Bermuda Triangle. It seems logical that it might have been a shipwreck, but then how come not a single piece of the ship was ever found? What are your guesses, guys? What do you think happened to that ship? It was so enormous, it seems very unlikely that it could be gone entirely just like that. If you have any thoughts or theories, please leave them in the comments, and of course don't forget to press the like button, since the topic is oh so very interesting. So what about the Cthulhu version, you guys? Does it seem likely to you that the ship might have been swallowed entirely by an ocean monster the size of a 40-story building? It seems to me that the half-dragon, half-octopus Cthulhu is the more believable version, if I'm honest. Anyway, many people believe that, so in a way, the Cthulhu story makes more sense than any other version. Alright, I think it's time we move on to the third story. The recent Faro accident. It happened not long ago, in 2015. Only 3 years back. Can you believe this stuff, guys? It's still happening. There's no end to those mysteries. I'll tell you what, I'm pretty sure that people are disappearing right bloody now, in real time as I speak, by the time you watch this. So the thing about Faro is that a lot of people associate its mystery disappearance with the Hurricane Joaquin. Official reports state that by the time the vessel entered the hurricane area, it reached Category 3 intensity. Well, that certainly might be enough to do serious damage to a big ship like El Faro. But then again, why can't we still find the missing pieces? I mean, there's gotta be quite a few. The ship was enormous. Come on. Yep, I don't think that anybody can ever crack those mysteries. And I don't know about you guys, but I just can't seem to figure out the real deal behind those stories. Anyway, don't take my words for it. Listen to what scientists have to say. A fascinating theory has been proposed by meteorologists, claiming that the reason for the mysteries pervading the Bermuda Triangle area are unusual hexagonal clouds, creating 170 mph air bombs full of wind. These air pockets cause all the mischief, sinking ships and downing planes. Do you hear that, guys? Freaking air bombs smashing down massive ships! By studying imagery from a NASA satellite, the scientists concluded that some of these clouds reach 20 to 55 miles across. Waves inside these wind monsters can reach as high as 45 feet. What's more, the clouds have straight edges. Do you hear that, guys? Freaking straight edges! Anything caught inside one of these air bombs could be well knocked out of the air, flipped over, sunk. They say they still need some satellite confirmation on that, but hell, isn't that something? Wowzers. I think that's enough of crazy info for today, guys. Make up your mind about it, and don't forget to subscribe to Real Bizarre, and check out my channel, which is right here. Thanks a lot for watching, peeps, and I'll see you next time.